Yo, 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 yo. What's up? Y'all, welcome to the Respect the Vibe Studio Talk, Ep.4. I go by the name Sean Buck. We got a special show for y'all. We got the one and only Will from the Lottery Music Group right now.
How y'all doing? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. TLM's in the building.
We gonna get it right. We just vibing right now. We gonna get into it. We got a bunch of questions. We gonna ask Will. We gonna get a little in depth of how he feels about his music, what he's been up to, and yeah. Y'all stay tuned. Get your popcorn. Get your vibes. Get your candy. Get your smokes. Whatever you need to do to get it right. Hey, get it right. So we about to get it started, man. We gonna take a little break, and we gonna get it right at it. Yo, yo, so welcome back, y'all. All right, we about to get it started with our in-depth conversation with the Lottery Music Group.
Yes, sir. In the building.
Yes, sir. How you feeling?
Feeling good, dog. Lots been going on for me. You know what I'm saying, in the world. But I'm here, man. Gold plaques and all, man. We here.
That's what's up, man. That's a blessing, bro.
Yes.
All right, so we gonna start it off. Some of the people may not know who you are or what you've been doing. So, like, we just gonna start it off like that. All right, so tell me a little about your upbringing, where you from.
Yeah, man. I'm from right here, West Palm Beach, man. Born and raised. Went to school right there, Palm Beach Lakes High. You know what I'm saying? Roosevelt Middle School, and just, you know what I'm saying. I think I just came up in the dopest era. You know what I'm saying? Between the late '90s, early 2000s, a lot of music changed, and just a lot changed over in the 2000s. So, but I'm right here from West Palm Beach, bro.
That's what's up, man. I can relate to that because I also grew up in West Palm Beach, and I feel you what you're saying. Like the era we grew up in, it's magical. Like I feel it, and I know like a lot of us that's doing it, like we pioneers, and we were really gonna steer the sound of Palm Beach County and South Florida, and it's just gonna just take off to the world, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so let's get into who the lottery is, and you know, like you're producing and engineering. Just tell me like
Just
everything
right.
that you love, like what you've been doing.
Oh man, well, from the beginning, you know, man, music has just been my life from at least 6th grade, 7th grade. I found an interest in wanting to be in the marching band, and it started from there. I mean, a lot of producers, it started from the marching band or some sort of musical, either it's the church or marching band or something like that. For me, it was the marching band. And then it evolved, man. Once I graduated from high school, my first job was at a music store. Shout out to George's Music. So I was always around music, dog. You know what I'm saying? Nonstop, around the equipment, always around instruments. So that combined with being a little bit tech savvy with computers made me want to go into engineering and producing. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to just do it all. I looked up to like Kanye's, the Pharrells, cats who just more than just make the beat. They're a part of the record. You know what I'm saying? And I came from that era. You know what I'm saying? Analog. It wasn't no. I mean, FL was around, but I came from just an old school tape deck, getting blank tapes and trying to put my own, like, whatever music I could find off the internet, because I couldn't buy it or anything. I just got tech savvy and was able to, you know what I'm saying, just so I can have music all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that's awesome, bro. Like I heard you say George's Music. Bro.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all don't know about George's Music, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Palm Beach Lakes Mall.
Yeah, right in the mall, Palm Beach Mall. Shout out to the Palm Beach Mall. A lot of us grew up in that mall. Bought our first J's, bought our first everything from there. So that music store was just a side note. That music store was like the only store that wasn't it was physically connected to the mall, but you couldn't go into the mall from that store. So you had to really come to that store for that store. You know what I mean? And that's where it started from. I lived literally like in walking distance from the Palm Beach Mall. So I was able to go there all the time. And off the bus, fresh off of school, I wasn't going home. I'm in my uniform and all, going straight to the mall, straight to that store just to go be in the drum section or just go be in the keyboard section. And that's kind of how I learned how to do stuff early with music and just equipment and that whole thing. You know what I mean?
It's all a journey. Like, I want you to just talk to the people about like the journey that you came, like, since the love of music when you first started up to the point where you were working at a music store.
Yeah.
And building that love for music.
Yeah, let me tell you something though. Like, even though working in that music store, in hindsight, looking back, you would think like I was just working there probably just to get like the discount on the equipment and stuff like that. But it wasn't even about that. Like, I was literally raised in that store. My first pair of sticks for the marching band came from that store. So one thing about George's Music, they was very customer service oriented. They're like the Chick-fil-A of music stores. So even though they may not have a lot of stores, when you come to one, you're gonna always remember it. And I was a product of that, you know what I'm saying? So just to kind of fast forward, like, I learned my whole business savvy because it's an employee-owned place, meaning not only are you a salesman, you're the janitor. You the guy if a light goes out, you got to put the light up. You got to do everything from top to bottom, you know what I'm saying? And that made me appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? And when I took that with me, you know what I'm saying, when I started my own business with the Lottery Music Group, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's amazing.
yeah. Oh, but I know you said you wanted like the journey. Like, I want to make sure I hit your question
yes.
correctly too. The journey. I mean, from that, I ended up just up and leaving working in that store 3 years just because I got a call. And shout out to my boy Chris Ray. Once I met my bro, he took me and made me believe that I'm bigger than working at that store. Like the talents, like what I can do with just a little bit of nothing equipment, bro, come, you know what I'm saying, come work with me. And we ended up moving to Miami together, you know what I'm saying? I went from having a good job to saying, you know, I want this music shit for real, so give it all up just so I can be down there in there. So it was a lot of like hungry nights, even though I'm in the best coolest condo. I'm in this fly studio. Man, it was a lot of hungry nights just trying to hope to be on somebody's record, just to hope that somebody listen to one of these beats, listen to one of these, you know what I'm saying, just to listen to me or meet me or have me record them or something. You know what I mean? So eventually that's how I got my name kind of going. And then from there, I was able to come back home and establish the lottery. You know what I'm saying? I got my studio. Shout out to Snatch ENT. That's my brothers that I ended up, who had a studio. They didn't have no engineers, no producers, so it was like a Lego piece. It fit. I needed a home, and they needed someone to run their home, and it merged, and it ended up becoming my studio now that I've had for almost 7-8 years now, which is the Lottery Recording Studios. So, yeah, that's
amazing,
the journey,
man.
right there so far.
Yeah, damn, bro, you really like went like really above and beyond to really like make your dreams happen.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I want to go back to like when you quit your job and you moved to Miami to really pursue your dream, because I know that takes a lot of passion for somebody to actually do that and actually believe.
Because it sounded, it looked sweet, and it's like, okay, but night after night, not know, like really relying on this music, not doing no kind of hustling, no, just really trying to sell beats and do studio time. That phone don't ring all the time, especially when nobody really doesn't know you like that. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you're not really putting your face in these buildings and in these other studios, it's going to be pointless. And that's what I really learned being down there. Like we lived in a condo that had everyone in it. I'm talking about from other up-and-coming producers to NBA players to you name it, celebrities, whoever. They all were in and out the buildings. You see the cars, you see the Ferraris coming in and out the valet, and it's like, bro, I want this. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks so easy. Like where's all this money coming from? Can't everybody had them in there like they were Camrys, bro? So growing up, seeing that, and it was an eye opener. Like it's really out here for me. You know what I mean? So I just had to keep pushing and pushing. You know?
Yeah, that's amazing. A lot of people will see like the high life, and that will make them want to do it, but like it really takes like the passion and the love. Like talk about like how like your mindset, like how did you really see the true essence of what you're trying to do with not trying to get caught like all up in the glitz and glamour?
Nah, man. Well, I have, let's say this, I've had a blessing of people that come in my life musically. One I need to shout out in particular is my cousin, my barber, who got me up here looking kind of fresh, you know what I'm saying? Brandon Classic Williams. This man is like the true essence of like soul. First of all, let me say this, because a lot of people think I'm known for like the beats I'm doing today, which is very trap oriented, but I came from a very soul R&B background. Like I came up a lot of musicians in my family, a lot of them, drummers, bass guitarists, keyboardists, but my cuz in particular was a fan of me before I was a fan of me. Like, and he saw me coming up, had a $2,000 keyboard in my house, you know what I'm saying? In my bedroom, I done made my whole other bedroom just a booth. So I'm sacrificing sleep just to have musical equipment. I'm sleeping on the couch comfortably because I know upstairs I got a whole control room and a whole nother booth that I can record people in. You know what I'm saying? And he saw that and taught me my first chords, my first, just how to listen to music differently than just listening to music. You know what I mean? Actually listening to layers, bass lines, chords. And once I got that appreciation, that really channeled my mindset that it's not about the money. Like I can literally create something from nothing. That's power alone. Like never mind the money. You know the money gonna come, but being a creator, being someone who can look at a blank canvas and paint something magical from nothing or create it musically, you know what I'm saying? That's dope to me. And that's what lottery is about. It's about dopeness. You know what I'm saying? It ain't necessarily about just being a like just a producer or engineer. I want it all. Cameraman, you know what I'm saying? Anybody who has a vision and can and want to bring it up, that's what lottery trying to push right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing, man. That's like longevity. That's
there you go.
Timeless.
One of my main artists, shout out to Urban. His hit single is produced by me and it's titled Longevity. Be on the lookout for that too. I'm glad you said that word.
That's amazing, man. Everything ties in. Like
yeah.
Like it's just amazing. Like everything, the trials, tribulations, the sleepless nights, everything, it builds you up. you know, and like I said, it's a journey, and it helps you understand like where you trying to go.
Yes, sir.
Like
Yes, sir.
it's crazy. But yeah, I got another question for you.
Of course, hit me.
It ties into what we were talking about, the passion.
Okay.
Like how do you feel about where you want to go versus like where you're at? Like how does that make you feel, like trying to do that every day? Like,
even though I've been doing it for like almost, since 2008, so almost 12, 13, 14 years, I'm still just beginning. And you know what I mean? Like, being that I have a studio here based out at home, it's kind of a blessing and a curse too, because I've met so many people here and started so many careers from my studio. But at the same time, I really should be on the road and really putting my face out there. You know what I'm saying? More than just home. You know what I mean? So it ties back to the passion. Even though I done put a lot of years into it, I'm still not done. Like, I got so much going, man. I got merch. I got internships. I just want to teach the game now. Like, I'm at an age now where it's like you said, back to that word, the glitz and glamour, it ain't about that no more. It's about that longevity now. You know what I mean? That's really where my mind is. So what I got going right now is cool, but it's so much more out there to be done for me. You know what I'm saying? And just, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's amazing, man. This is a pioneer right here, y'all. Like, somebody that's really shaping like the sound of and everything that's going on around him and where he's gonna be at. Like, I was talking to Will the other day, and I was saying what you was saying about getting your face out there. Mm-hmm. I feel like as a producer, you gotta really, you know, connect in different studios and link with different artists.
You basically have to move as an artist. Like, producers, we're now in the front. We're now in the driver's seat. Even engineers too. Like, you got to put the jury on. You got to look like something. You can't just be that little guy in the cut no more. And not unless you want to be really successful at this. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to just be where you comfortable and it's cool, all right, you can do that and be in the shadows and stuff. Because that's me. Everyone who knows me or, you know, knows of me, know I'm not really a very talkative person. I'm not really a very outgoing person like that. But that's something I have to break out of. You know what I'm saying? 14 years later. And I'm finding that out, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to be the example for guys like me that's, you know what I mean, who's talented but in the cut and don't really want to do interviews and don't really want to be on camera, you know, to come out and it's cool. You can still be you and not be somebody totally different than what you are, you know what I'm saying? Still be you and be successful at it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all heard it right here, man. Like, you could really live your dream and just be yourself. And follow things that you love and just watch your life unfold and do your thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
that's what it's about, man. To do what you love and be, you know what I mean, and be compensated for it, you know what I mean? Because everybody who does this, they say it's not about the money, they lying. You know what I'm saying? It's always about the money, but it's not about greed. That's the difference. You don't want to be greedy, you know, in anything you do in life. You know what I'm saying? Too much of anything, you know what I'm saying, is usually a bad thing. So it's about balance and having that balance of where you can do what you love to do and you can do it at a comfortable pace and not be starving and worried about bill to bill. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
Talk a little about how, like, or what it takes to really get that money. Like, because I know at first you're not really going to be getting paid. Nah,
it's a lot of investment. Get the keyword is invest. It's an investment, and that necessarily does not mean money. When they hear the word invest, they think of money. No, it's time, effort, commitment. You know what I'm saying? It's those words are considered investment too, because you're investing your energy into something. And if you only invest a little bit of it, you're only gonna get a little bit out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm someone who invested my life into this. So there is no plan B. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about a fallback plan. If anything, I'm trying to add on to what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a guy who went from just making beats to now I can do Photoshop. I can do videos. I can do, you know what I'm saying? I've done it all trying to figure out, You know what I'm saying? Really just out of not waiting on the next person. Like, you know, I hated that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want someone to help me do my videos, do my photos. Man, you know what? I'm going to buy me a camera, turn the screen around, and take my own pictures. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to learn how to use a self-timer. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, if you got the effort, when there's a will, there's a way. That's all I say. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. You gotta be a creator, like you said.
Yeah, you gotta be a creator. You gotta be, and don't put yourself in just one box. Don't let someone tell you that you only can do this and only do that just because you're good at that only one good thing. Nah, man, you got a brain. Your brain can do whatever you want. You can do construction over here, you know what I'm saying, do retail over here, be a realtor, be a producer, be an artist, you know what I'm saying, be a fitness man, whatever you want to do. Don't let nobody limit you. That's what, you know what I'm saying, that's my message.
I totally agree with that. A lot of people will put their expectations on you, and it puts you in a box.
Yeah.
So like you really gotta understand to be really a creator, because a creator lives outside the box.
Yeah. True creators, they don't worry about them. They don't worry about the I don't want to say worry about the money, but they don't worry about all the benefits. They do it for the love of for the game. They do it for the love of the art.
Yeah. Everything eventually comes.
Right.
Like money, whatever you want, is just balance.
It's balance.
And how you live your life,
Yep.
and what you really want to get out of this life.
Yes, sir. Yes,
like
sir.
it's crazy. Everything that brought you up to this point, like I want to talk a little about the music you made.
Okay.
Like I seen you did some stuff with Ace Hood.
Of course.
Shout
out to my boy Ace Hood, man. That was one of my first, like, I guess, big named artists to hop on a lottery beat. So shout out to Hood Nation, yes sir.
Yeah, that's dope. I seen that, and I seen you did some work with Kevin Costner.
Okay, and I wouldn't have had the Ace Hood thing happen without Kevin Costner. Shout out to my boy Kevin Costner too, man. I'm talking about Grammy, one of the illest singers, songwriters I've ever seen personally in my face. Like, some dudes need the auto-tune and they need the pitch correction and all that. When this man sing right in front of your face, it's like, okay, this is different. Like, you sound like album right there in front of you. Sound like a whole album in front of you. So shout out to my boy KC, man. He taught me a lot. Like, I did a lot of them sleepless nights was at his house trying to figure this, my sound out and just what I wanted to really, if I really want to do this or not. You know what I'm saying? He was that motivated, like, no, bro, you know what I'm saying? You're going to find out, but you got something special in you. So shout out to him, bro. I'm glad you brought that up.
It's crazy, like finding your sound and figuring out, like, your artistry.
Yes. Like,
even working with an artist like that, like how does it feel just trying to create with different artists?
The blessing is I'm an engineer. You know, a lot of people know me for engineering, and you'd be surprised how many people know me just for engineering and not producing, which is kind of wild. But being an engineer allowed me to experience other personalities early in my life, especially with this music thing, because people be crazy, man. They have crazy methods. They have, some people can write, you know what I mean, write their verses and their hooks out. Some people can't stand to look at pen and paper, and they just need to just be in the moment, and it's everything in between that. So working with the professionals, you know, like or the bigger names, it made me realize they're no different. They started from there too. They got their own little, they get stuck. They you know what I'm saying? They get where they're writing and they're creating, and they got to put the song down for a minute and come back to it. And it's like, okay, man, everybody human, no matter how much money they got and all that. When you get in that booth and in that studio, everybody got that same challenge they got to figure out to make nothing something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
that's amazing. I really thought about the fact that you had a love for producing and then you learned to engineer. Yeah. I feel like that's key, especially like as a producer.
Very key.
Like, you can easily work with anybody you want because you engineer it.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, that engineering thing is in 2022, that is a requirement now, producers. So all of my producers that's watching, learn how to track, at least track vocals. Mixing and mastering, that of course that takes time and really getting in detail and learning the craft of engineering, but you gotta just learn how to deal with people first, man. Like, you gotta know how to really deal with these artists, because a lot of them, they either know exactly what they want or they don't know what they want at all, and they're looking and relying on you as an engineer to help them. And, you know, I'm just a cool, laid-back guy, so look, that's why everybody loves to kind of work with me, man, because I kind of mold to whoever I'm dealing with. Shout out to my boy Snake, man. Like, he's one of those artists that's from here that, man, when I tell you within 2 hours, this man do 8, 9, 10 songs, but quality songs, in and out, verses, not playing, like. And then I got, you know, some other guy that need a little more time, and, you know, but it still come out magic at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And as an engineer and a producer, you got to know how to just, I guess, transition and know what you're dealing with. You know what I mean? That's how you gonna win in this game, and know how to bounce from this type of artist to that type of artist, and they all still want to rock with you the same way, you know?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yes, sir.
There's no different way to, like, create. You can create all type of ways. Like,
yeah, man. There's no rules to this game, man. It's just determination and hustle. That's the real rule. You know what I'm saying?
The hustle.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing that I feel like you gotta have, especially with your creations, because I feel like we limit ourselves on like what we do because we love doing it so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like how you feel about like their value and like what you feel like you deserve.
No, like repeat that question one more time just so I answer it right.
Cause I know like certain people will put a value on you.
Okay.
And I know that we value ourselves a certain way.
Yeah.
Like approaching that is difficult as a creator.
Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, it's like you feel like what you're doing should be worth X amount of dollars or X amount of stature or whatever, but as a creator, it's like, it don't work like that. You gotta really, like, when it come down to really trying to create a specific type of record or a specific type of beat or something, man, you got to be in your vibe, man. You can't be thinking about all the extra outside stuff, my bills, man, my rent due, this, that, man. You got to channel that and put it into the music. Like, I can't really, it sounds weird, but it's the truth. Anybody who knows and does music, they know what I'm talking about. Is you got to channel that no different than a basketball player who got all the life on him, and then all of a sudden he go out there and drop 30, 40, 50 points when he never did that before. And it's like something took over him. It's all of that combined will push you, especially when you want it bad enough, you know what I mean? So that's what it do for me, you know.
That's real.
Yes, sir.
I want to talk a little about like the youth, like artists that's like, you know, coming up.
Yes.
I seen you you did some stuff with Soulja Kid.
Yes, shout out to my boy Soulja. He just got free. And literally day one, he got out, I guess what that was, on a Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. He would have been in here tonight if I didn't have to do this interview. They got him in there every day with me, and I'm his home studio. So shout out Perception Empire. Just the whole Soulja Kid movement. His whole kind of movement started with me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he did some mixtapes, like 1 or 2 starter mixtapes when he was in school. But his first coming out XXX mixtape started at Lottery Studios, and 70% of it is produced by Lottery. Just so you know that. So yeah, shout out Soulja Kid. That's my boy.
Yeah, y'all keep your eye on Soulja Kid. He got a lot of stuff coming, especially with the Lottery.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I'm his home studio, man. So
yeah, man. All right, let's get into another question. What are you working on, like?
Man, just like I said, back to what I was saying, just really starting to. I want to build the brand more. I want to expand a little more. I want to find some interns. I want to find more engineers, more producers, mainly more producer engineers, so that I can keep the building kind of running. You know what I'm saying? Because if you come to Lottery, everybody wants Lottery. It's kind of hard to come to my studio and it's not me recording you. You know what I mean? But I got to evolve from that. I gotta just take that to the next level now, and try to get another Lottery recording studios in Atlanta, another one in LA, another one. You know what I'm saying? And really push the culture of what I'm doing. You know what I mean? But that's what's next for me. Musically, I think I want to get into doing some instrumental albums. That's something that people always have told me, like, bro, you play piano so good, and I just listen to just your beats, bro. I don't even want to hear no lyrics on them. You know what I'm saying? So I've been hearing them requests, and I think I got like a dope little lineup I want to do with instrumental albums this upcoming year. But bro, just getting more placements, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just really getting more plaques on the wall, and letting the industry know Lottery here, bro.
That's awesome. I was thinking about the last thing you said. You want people to know that you're here.
Yes.
Like, I know that doing that in your mind, you gotta have like you want to leave a legacy.
Yes.
Like in your mind, how do you feel like you're gonna accomplish that?
Just keeping what I got going, but I got to push it even harder than this. You know what I'm saying? Like people think what I'm doing is cool, but it's peanuts compared to what cats with the type of resources I have would be doing right now. And I'm just recognizing game right now and just kind of coming out of my shell, and expanding, bro. Just trying to get this in Atlanta studios, Patchwork, Treehouse. Just anywhere I can get and play these beats, for, you know what I'm saying, for some of these bigger artists, you know what I'm saying? That's what's next for me. And once these plaques come, everything else will come behind that.
The connections that you have.
Yes.
Like, how do you feel like that's gonna affect your career?
Greatly, man. I got my resources are dope, man. Just from top to bottom, just about anything and everything I really would need is really a phone call away. It's just on me to really put the energy and into whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But my team is strong, man. Shout out to my boy Kev and Trav. They run my lottery management group. So yeah, I do management as well. And my main client is DKE Arthur. Shout out DKE. That's like a little brother to me. I got Florida Jit Boy. That's one of our hit records right now. And yeah, dog, just expanding, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it started out as just me, and I got a team of maybe 5 or 6 guys, man, that all play their roles and helping me become a bigger and better brand. Now it's just on me to gas everyone else up and say, hey, man, this is for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is for real.
I want to talk a little about like your everyday life, like being around like all your peers and how they affect you and how you do your thing. How important is that?
Just like my peers?
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah, they're very extremely, man. If I didn't have them, I would have probably been gave up like some part of music, whether it's the beats or the engineering or something like that, man. Because it's tough, man. Like when you put your all into it in anything, and it doesn't really come out how you think it is. Sometimes, even though on the outside, it may look like he's doing all right, but really, it is up and down, up and down. You know what I mean? Without my peers, man, they're the ones that's like, man, when what you tripping on right now is peanuts compared to what's really finna come, man. Keep going, man. You crazy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, without them being up, you know what I'm saying, like boosting me up, man, they the reasons, you know what I'm saying, I'm still really here and pushing strong, you know what I mean? So shout out to them, man. Shout out to my whole team, bro. For real.
Any aspiring artists, producers, engineers, like, just know it's important to have a strong team around you and people that support you.
Yeah, and you got to have that mindset to want to have a team. You can't just expect a team to just form around you like the Power Rangers, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know that I need management. I need an accountant. I need another producer. I need, you know what I'm saying? I need a studio home. Like, I need, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to figure out my team. It can't be just you. Anybody who just thinking it's just you already setting yourself up for failure. No one you see on TV or successful has done it on their own. I don't care who you point out. No one did anything on their own. Everybody got a team. Everybody.
It's important. That's very important. All right, let's get into the next question. NBA Youngboy.
Yes, sir.
I seen that you did some work with him on Sincerely Contrell.
Yes, that's my latest and greatest records. First, shout out to This Is the Sound. People don't understand that name, that label. That is ran by my brother, Double A. The Youngboy thing would have never happened without him. It's kind of very known that Double A is one of Youngboy's like go-to producers. Him, Mike Lowry, the whole This Is the Sound team. You know what I'm saying? So that's my brother from like the line, which when I say the line, I'm talking about the percussion line. Like, me and him go way back to Palm Beach Lakes High, and this is someone who knew my struggle, you know what I'm saying, knew my story, knew what I got going on, and he one of my supporters that was just like, bro, what are you doing, bro? You see we over here winning. You see what we doing. Come on, bro, tighten up. You know what I'm saying? I had to really think about it and be like, because I had that mindset of I want to do it my way. I want to do it the lottery, the will way. And I had to get out of that because the will way wasn't working. It was going to get me but so far. So I'm like, okay, let me work with bruh. You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, he said, I told you. And before you know it, it went from Youngboy dropping that snippet to another snippet to, it might be on the album. And I did not know it was going to be on the album until it dropped that day on the 24th. He didn't know, and I kind of felt like he knew, but he just didn't want to just have my head gone. But he really didn't know. Like, we did not know we were going to be on that album until it dropped. So shout out to the whole Youngboy camp, first of all, because that's what's up. I never met bro yet, you know what I mean? Maybe one day soon. I hope so. But that's how this music thing works, man. You got to put that, it's digital now, you know what I'm saying? You got to put your energy out there digitally, like send these loops out, send these, if you could play keys but you can't do no drums, cool, man. Send some keys to somebody who can do drums. Since, you know what I'm saying, if you're good at drums, and I'm gonna send some drum loops out there. And before you know it, that raises your chances of something like that happening. Being on a number one Billboard album, number one rap album. Yeah.
How does that feel? Like,
bro, it's crazy. I can't even lie. You feel like it's expected, you know, until it really happens. Like, man, everybody get humbled in this game. Like, you think you so raw and you so good at what you do until you see who's winning and realize, oh, they're not just passing these out. Like, they're not passing Billboard records out left and right to people. You got to really network and grind, bro, and really have some talent. Like, you know what I'm saying? That Bad Morning record, like, even though Dub, like, put me in the game, it wouldn't have happened without me doing me and me doing those chords and that bass line, and then, you know what I'm saying? That record wouldn't have been that record without me. So you got to, you know what I'm saying, to all my other producers, just realize your value, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just realize what you bring to the table and see it through. And I saw it through, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'm going to see it again and again and again, you know?
Of course. It's a journey, fam. Like,
yes, dog. What a crazy journey, bro.
All these learning experience, it sets you up for the future.
Yes.
Like, everything that you're doing.
Yeah, man.
With the Bad Morning, the 4 Giotto.
Yes.
That's also
Slammers.
the same thing?
Yeah, that's off of Sincerely Contrail. I got 3 with them so far. And there's a few others that didn't come out that I heard snippets of, but I don't want to speak on that. But for the ones that are out, you know what I'm saying, I got 3 bangers out. I got 4 Giotto, Bad Morning, and then he came out right after that with the compilation album with the whole Youngboy camp, the Never Broke Again compilation volume 1. I did Head and On. It's the only record that got Youngboy by himself on it. So I love that record. Actually, that's probably one of my favorites out of all of them, to be honest.
That's dope. Yeah. Make sure y'all check out all the music that the Lottery did, and see how the sound is, and get up to speed on everything.
Yeah, man.
All right. So I'm gonna go to the next question.
Okay.
What artists do you want to work with? Like just your dream,
like my dream
artist. Like,
oh man,
that
there's a few of them out there for sure. Right. One that was always in my mind, like Rick Ross. I felt like I always had like a vibe for Ross. Shout out to his whole movement, Maybach and all that. But Ross, Future, Moneybagg Yo, anybody who got that energy vibe to them, and you know what I'm saying, got that musical, they can appreciate that musical quality. Like, I want to say, like everybody appreciate the musical, but I'm just saying like people who appreciate like dope samples and dope drums with samples and stuff like that. Any artist that's on that vibe wave, Wiz Khalifa, that's another one I felt like would be dope for me. But it's a lot, you know what I mean? Anybody who rocks with Lottery, I'm rocking with you. So, like, I got people that's on my beats I never would thought would be on my beats, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Style-wise. And I understand that, you know what I'm saying? If you rock with it, you gonna rock with it. You know what I'm saying?
What other genres would you like to work with? or you just like strictly like make a certain sound?
I don't know about that. Really, I mean, I felt like doing reggae stuff would be dope. Like I play bass. I actually play like live bass guitar. I need to pick it back up and get and sharpen my skills on that again. But reggae would be dope. And I came from a neo soul background, so anything that kind of any contemporaries like soft chill music, what they call chill hop, that's like my vibe. Any like I came from like Jay Dilla. That whole era was my type of beats I was making. Pharrell, anything that had that boom pap to it. Later on, when Lex Luger and Southside, when them boys started really coming along, that inspired me to do that trap vibe. And I just wanted to just blend both the vibes together. And that's what made Lottery sound. Like when you listen to my beats, if you hear all my beats, they pretty much have that blend of music, of like instrumental music, jazz, you would say, and trap. I put together, and that's Lottery, really.
That's fire. I ain't mentioned, but I said I wanted to say dead or alive. Like, what about somebody that like passed away?
Oh man, MJ, Michael Jackson would be my all-time. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. Like, he was my first musical like experience. Like, as far as like really understanding more than it's just a song and some lyrics. Like, to hear the bass lines and the transitions and all of his music was like, oh man, that's that Dead or Alive. He's number one. I don't think no one else would probably supersede Mike. After that, oh man, there's too many artists to name, man. I can't even really think offhand. But he's the number one. I gotta say that though. I had his hat and everything. Like, I love MJ, bro.
That's the era.
Yeah,
that's the era we came up in.
What? That was the era, dog.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, like, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
10 years? I be trying to figure out where I'm gonna be the next 10 days, man. But 10 years,
like, where you like?
Oh no,
want to see yourself like in your mind?
No. I get what you're saying. I get your question. Bro, just everything that I was saying I'm trying to do, which was get this empire really rolling, having 2-3 studios, self-operating, people learning, people growing, all under the Lottery name, you know what I'm saying, and expanding and being their own names too, you know what I'm saying? Like, I encourage people to start their own Lottery music group. Start whatever your name, whatever your vision is, do it, you know what I'm saying? And just, if I have anything to do with it, just shout me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't one of them, like, everything got to be Lottery or nothing. Nah, bro. Like, I want this Lottery thing to just be like an umbrella to sprout so many other brands, bro. And that's the goal, bro. So 10 years from now, if everything go how I say it's supposed to go, or want it to go, that'd be how it be. I have the Lottery really being a self-sufficient label with, you name however many producers I can find that's on, you know what I mean, that was rocking with me. However many engineers, however many videographers, however many creatives, dog. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make a platform for creatives. And 10 years from now, I think that'll be dope. To say, look back and be like, look what I started. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, fam.
Thank you, fam. Bro. First of all, let me shout before if we wrapping up. I gotta shout out Sean Buck, bro. First of all, Sean Buck is one of the first guys that got me around some stardom. Like, he got me my placement with Mac Main. Shout out to Mac Main and the whole Cash Money crew. I did Kobe Ginobili. That's one of my biggest records, my underground biggest records, you know, because a lot of people still don't really know about that record, but a lot of people do. The remix had Ace Hood, DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, French Montana, and Bust on it. And I got to shout all them boys out because that was a huge moment for me back in, I think, 2013, 12. It's somewhere around there. But Sean Buck is the reason that happened. He put the beats in the playlist, and however it happened. And then my boy also invited me to the video shoot, and that was my first time getting to see Hit Factory. First time in there, got to meet Buster, got to meet Mac Main, got to see DJ Khaled for like the third time in my life, with Birdman next to him. So all them boys looked at us like that night. I thought I was gone. I thought that was it that night, bro. But it go to show you, even from then, if it ain't your time yet, it ain't your time. You know what I'm saying? I'm a living testament of that. You know what I mean?
That's crazy you brought it up. Like, I want to talk a little bit about that. Like,
yeah.
All right. I was working at the Hit Factory for a long time, and like I was doing engineer work under Cash Money Records. So we was in the studio session one night, and Mac Main was there, and he was like, "Yo, who got beats?" And Will used to always send me beats, cause like I made music on his stuff too. So Mac just went in the studio and just went crazy, and then that's what just came out, and like just that easy, like
wow. It could be just like that, man. And all that happened was from relationships. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like us vibing out first. Not me not knowing none of the whole Cash Money. That was the first time I even knew you was even doing that stuff with Cash Money. Like me and you just locked in just cause you know what I'm saying. We fam. Like I know your cousin. I know Jason. Shout out to Cope for Living. Like y'all boys were just so cool, man. You know what I mean? So it was only right. But that go to show like whoever you work with, you just don't never know who they might be one day, you know what I'm saying, or where they might be, and they shout your name out. You know what I mean? So, thank you, brother. I never got to really thank you for that.
You already know, fam.
Yeah,
like,
that was dope, bro. That was dope.
I mean, it was just love, you know. Like it was just supposed to happen anyway.
Yeah, you go. I like that. Yeah.
But yeah, man, those relationships, networking, like any inspiring artist, anybody that's doing anything creative, engineers, producers, make sure that you keep following your dream.
Yes, sir.
Like get like a strong team around you, people that you got to start with people around you. Like don't have like high expectations for you know what you see on the TV or the magazines.
Instagram is the devil too.
Yeah,
like,
the Instagram.
You'll see everybody shining and grinding on Instagram and it make you feel like you ain't nowhere near what you supposed to be doing. But don't let that stop you, because all them started with nothing too. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you looking at, and they probably got nothing now, and they just on the stunting for the gram. You know what I'm saying? And now they got you and your feelings feeling like you ain't doing nothing, and they just borrowing their homies. You know what I'm saying? So don't get caught up in the facade of that, man. That's just a game all in itself, and you just got to respect the game and learn how to work it and hustle it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to use it as a tool, and don't forget the objective on why you using it.
Right.
Some people, they just on there just to have fun. But you can use it as a tool. That's a
moneymaker, man. If you got the hustle mentality, man, just social media, period. But just have your business together. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really want to be a producer, if you really want to be engineer, learn how to do some of the basic stuff first, man. Keep your files organized, man. Keep your catalog organized. Keep your, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff that saved me and my people come back to me and work with me, because if they would need any song they did, like, man, you got that song I did back in 2011. It was like one of the first songs I already done pulled it up. Like, cause I got everybody's name and all that organized. You know what I'm saying? So I got even my beats, they're all categorized how I need to be categorized: club, trap, R&B. The producers got to organize it. You know what I'm saying? So when it's time to play something or when it's time to really shine, you can shine. You ain't sweating like, oh man, what that beat I made the other night. And, nah, bro. When you together, when you ready, you always ready. You know what I'm saying? So I preach that a lot to the younger guys coming up, trying to be producers and engineers. Organization.
Definitely being prepared.
Yes.
All right. Well, we gonna start with the Q&A. You ready?
Let's do it. You got a Q&A? Okay.
Yeah. We gonna see if we got anybody out there in YouTube land. You know, that got any questions.
Okay.
All right, we got somebody right here that wants to ask a question.
Okay. What do they do?
1 second.
What up, a lot of you?
What's up, bro?
Quick question. So,
yes.
For someone who wants to begin learning how to engineer,
okay,
what is some of your advice? Because I know that there's some schools you can go to learn engineering.
True.
And then there's a lot of schools of thought that say you just got to be around it.
Yeah.
So what was your advice for someone who's coming up? Maybe they playing around on Fruity Loops and they just trying to learn. Like, I don't know if people still do that. But
that's how I started. I ain't gonna lie, just messing around and just getting the program and just really just you want to get it in front of you, like however means possible. So if you want to play piano, get a piano in front of you. If you want to engineer, produce, get a laptop and get some sort of software and get that in front of you. The main thing is getting it in front of you, because once it's in front of you, you'll be at it every day. YouTubing. How do I do this? How do I chop up hi-hats? How do I, you know what I'm saying? How do I, whatever you need, almost 90%, well, I want to say 70% of what I learned was off YouTube, bro.
So YouTube University.
There you go, YouTube. I am graduate of YouTube University, but not even, because I worked at the music store, when I was saying George's Music, I've had some dope co-workers, man. My managers are all audio, like one of them in particular, Chad Palmer. Shout out to Chad Palmer. He was actually a student, I think a teacher over at G-Star. That's one of the schools that's right here in our city. Shout out to G-Star. And he taught me a lot of this. He didn't give me everything. Like, he would just I would ask him and annoy him, how you do this, man? How you get your vocals sounding good on Pro Tools, man? I got Pro Tools. How you do? And he would say, all right, get a better interface. All right, but he wouldn't show me how to do it. I had to really figure it out on my own. So trial and error is to answer your question, bro. Like, so you don't have to spend all that money on like all those schools and stuff. I feel like the best teacher is experience when it comes to this.
So then my next question, and this is kind of a loaded one, is what is audio engineering then?
Ooh, what is audio engineering?
What is sound engineering?
Okay, audio engineering is literally tracking vocals and just it goes into another step, which is will be mixing, mastering, you know what I'm saying? But really, the basics of it is just learning how to literally track someone's vocals smoothly, know how to cut, you know what I mean, excess audio out, and just, you know what I'm saying, just get good quality audio takes from an artist or whatever source.
If someone's not producing their own music,
okay,
then they could just take music and play with it, or create sound and play with it.
There you go. So you don't have to be a producer to be an audio engineer.
So you think it's just about getting in front of some sound, playing with it, editing it. If you want to make your own, that's when you get into production.
There you go.
But just get in front of it, play with it, and don't stop, and you'll learn.
There you go. And I mean, really, no lie, you're gonna need some live subjects. I'm like, if you want to learn how to track vocals, you got to learn how to track live vocals from someone. So it's hard to just download stuff and play with it. That's you really have to get someone with a, you know what I mean, with a mic, you know what I'm saying, and have someone who wants to be an artist or aspiring to be some sort of artist, and test them, you know what I'm saying? And really, I did my first 3 years of learning how to record was for free. It's just recording my homeboys. They had aspiring dreams of wanting to rap. I wanted to be a producer. Man, I'm trying to learn how to use this equipment, man. Y'all come over here and rap, man.
Well, that's like you said, nobody's by themselves in this, right? So everybody comes up with it. It's all about community from the very get-go.
Shout out to my 2 A&Rs, man. I'm thinking about my best friend, Fadeaway Dre, man. He kind of battling COVID right now. Okay. And that's my childhood friend. He's the first guy who inspired me to want to produce, and because he was rapping, and he's one of the first guys I recorded. And my other homeboy, Chef G. Those are my 2 A&Rs right now. And my boy, I'm thinking about my boy Fadeaway Dre in North Carolina. He just moved to North Carolina. He's up there battling COVID, so I'm thinking about you, boy.
Healing vibes to Fadeaway Dre then.
Yes.
I appreciate the question. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, bro.
And one of our internet questions.
Yes.
From Smoothie.
Okay.
Is he's asking, what are your top 5 producers of all time in your estimation?
Ooh, why you do that to me, Smooth?
He's hitting you hard.
The top 5 producers of all time. I hope I don't have to do this in no particular order. But I gotta put Timbaland, Pharrell. Those are my 2 first off-rip inspirations. Kanye, so that's 3. Now this is where it gets tough. People gonna hate me for this one, but I gotta put Lex Luger. Lex Luger inspired me in such a way back when he came out, and it's like the reason that I got my sound the way it is now. And number 5, oh man, I know this ain't gonna be my real number 5, but I gotta put Just Blaze up there. He has some timeless beats that I will play just the instrumentals to him. Show me what you got. Hovey Baby, so I gotta throw Just in there. So those are my 5.
And this is Paul the Sound Guy question from the producer's desk.
Okay.
What is your favorite vocal mic and why?
My favorite is because it's my most loyal. It's the Neumann TLM 103. That is price-wise, and the sound I get from it is just unbeatable. And I've had my TLM 103 for, man, almost 11, 12 years, and it still sound brand new. And I've had hundreds and hundreds of people use my mic. So you would think it would mess with the sound a little bit, but it still sounds, you know what I'm saying, worth every penny. TLM 103 Norman mic. Mm-hmm. That's my feed.
Any more questions, anybody?
They all dead, man.
All right. Well, since we don't have any more questions, I guess we can wrap it up.
Okay.
So how you feeling? Like,
nah, bro, I feel blessed and appreciative of guys like you. That's first of all, that's even starting this. You know what I'm saying? And I look forward to seeing who else you interview and see your platform grow. You know what I'm saying? So if lottery could have anything to do with it, you know what I'm saying? You know it's going up. So
of course,
yeah, dog. But nah, I feel good, dog. I feel good that I got, you know what I'm saying? It's starting to win. You know what I'm saying? I got me a win, and I'm trying to get some more wins, bro. And I got a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of support from different artists from the city, other producers from the city, because we live in a city that if you're in your own circle, we don't mess with those other circles, and it's a lot of that going on, and I wish we would stop that. I feel like every city does that too. It's not just Palm Beach, but it's very heavy in Palm Beach. And I want to bring our producers together, man, bring our community together and inspire these up and coming producers, because the technology is so easy to access now. It's way more people out here making beats now than when we were coming up. So, but they have no direction. They have nowhere to go. They have no one to hear their beats. They have nowhere. They don't feel comfortable going to any other studios and just coming in playing beats. And I want to change the narrative of that. You know what I'm saying? Give them an avenue and an outlet. Have some more producer camps. Have some more. I don't know. Just it's a little more networking going on, because there's a lot of talent right here in our city. And they're growing, and man, they fire, bro. Like, there's some fire producers right here in our city, bro.
how can anybody reach out to you?
Okay, very simple. I got on Instagram, I got 2 Instagrams. My personal one is @LotteryMusic. I repeat it, @LotteryMusic, spelled just how it is. And then the business and my merch page and the company page is @The Lottery Music Group. @The Lottery Music Group. So, and on both pages, I have the link to the other page. So you follow one, you'll be able to find the other one in the bio. And also on that page, I'm for a short amount of time, I have a booking link on there for studio time. So it's just a trial run, because normally to book time with me, it's you have to get my number. You got to get my contact from someone who also knows me, because I'm very, I filter my clientele. Not any and everyone can just record with Lottery, and it's for a reason. It's just, at this stage in my life, I can't just give myself and be so accessible to just everyone. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But I'm very easy to find. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people started their rap career with me, so it doesn't mean you got to be like this established rapper or anything like that to work with Lottery. Like, you can be a first timer and come and I'll show you the ropes. You just got to be about your business. That's all. That's what it is. You got to be about your business. That's a lot, because a lot of people say, "Oh man, it's hard to get with Lottery, man. It's hard, man. I call them." One way or another, you probably didn't do your business right. You probably was window shopping. Hey man, how much? All right, well, I'll call you back next month. You know what I'm saying? Well, all right, well, you might do that to me again and again and again. I'm not gonna book time for, you know what I'm saying? You're not really serious about really trying to work. You know what I mean? So everyone who works with me is people who show up on time, leave on time, and you know what I'm saying, about their business. Got just studio etiquette. That's another thing I want to do. I think eventually I might start a little Instagram podcast thing just on studio etiquette. A lot of guys and producers have no studio etiquette. Come late, then you still want to roll up, still want to get dressed, now I want to get in the booth. Okay, now can we start? No, man, we start when we agreed upon the time. You know what I'm saying? And that's professionalism. You got to teach that to some of these young folks, man, because They just think they just do anything however they want to do. You superstars already. No. You don't come to the lottery studio and do that. No, you gonna come on time. You gonna have your beats ready. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have everything loaded up, and we're gonna work. You know what I'm saying? But I got some people that they cool. You know what I'm saying? They don't have their beats together. They just want to come. This is therapy for them, and that's cool too. But just know you're gonna pay me for the time we discussed, and we gonna keep working. But that's it. That's all. That's anybody who can't get in touch with lotteries because they one way or another they didn't handle their business properly, and that's the only reason. Anybody else ain't got nothing bad to say about me. Like I've done business with people for years, bro. Years. I got people who've been recording with me for the last 8-9 years. You know what I'm saying? Still coming back every other week. So I appreciate them too, by the way. I appreciate all my loyal clients and everybody that ever recorded with me at Lottery Recording Studio. Man, I appreciate every dollar, every beat y'all bought. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that goes unseen at all.
That's real. Thank you so much, Will.
Thank you, bro.
I appreciate you coming through to Studio Talk.
Yes, sir.
It's a legendary episode.
Yes, sir. The first. It won't be the last, though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro.
Anybody that want to reach out to the lottery or Will, hit them up. And
looking, man. My bad. I didn't want to cut you off, but I am looking. So anybody who been recording out of their own homes, you know what I'm saying? Like that's where I started. You know what I'm saying? I recorded out of mom's crib, and you need someone professional to do your business, man. Come holler at me, man. As long as you know the ropes, you know what I'm saying, as far as at least the basics of Pro Tools. I can't teach you just from scratch. How do I record? You know what I'm saying? Eventually, I may get it to where I'll teach beginners if you don't never seen Pro Tools a day in your life, and or just audio engineering. You know what I'm saying? I want to open that up. You know what I'm saying? So maybe one day I have a lottery school or something of recording. But right now, I'm looking for people who can work and get on the boards and start cranking out. You know what I mean? Start making their own bread. You know what I'm saying? And really ready to work. They got clientele and they just tired of bringing them to their own house or their own place of living, and they want a real professional studio. I got the studio. You know what I'm saying? So,
fire. Make sure y'all hit up Lottery.
Yes.
Once again, thank you so much, fam.
Thank you, brother.
We signing out. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the next episode. Yeah.
Yes, sir.